Hi, everybody. Welcome to our Curse Call Tarot. This is Melody, and this is the January 2019 reading for the star sign of Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. So, this is a general reading. It's not specific to any one Piscean out there, but if you'd like your own personal reading, I would be glad to help you out with that. But if this reading does not resonate with you, please don't try to make it fit. Maybe check in on either your sun, moon, or rising other side if you have one, and maybe that message would resonate with you. All right. So if you would like a more personal reading, you can contact me at a@gmail.com. I'd be glad to help you out with that. Or you can jump on one of my links, my link to my Facebook page or my Patreon page, and I'd be glad to assist you with whatever you need there as well. So, we are going to use a bunch of new decks that I had received in the mail over the past week. We're going to use them for our monthly readings. They're awesome. It seems like the readings have been going very well with them. So, Enchanted Map Oracle card by Colette Baron Reed. Good Tarot, also by Colette Baron Reed. The Earth Magic Oracle card by Stephen D. Farmer. That's going to be the messages for the month of January. Power Animal Oracle cards is the animals that I am going to pull at the end of the reading. And then for actual spiritual advice, we're going to use the postcards from Spirit by Colette Baron Reed as well. So, all right, so let's get started. So the first thing we're going to do is check into the end of December's energy. So what energy does Pisces have for the end of December, Spirit? From now until the end of December, protecting treasure. So it's number 39. A 3 and a 9 adds up to a 12. So that's a 3, a heart, body, and soul. So I feel that you could be Pisces protecting these and realizing that they are a treasure within yourself. That's right off the bat what I'm getting. Okay. So, but you could treasure a bunch of things in your life. Perhaps you have a family, you treasure that and you're protecting that. Perhaps you have an actual money. You have money and you consider that your treasure and you're protecting that as well. Maybe you're not being generous, perhaps. Um, but whatever your treasure is, you are definitely being protective over it. All right. So, and I feel that you could be gaining maybe a bit of spiritual advice with this as well. Okay. I feel that there could be, maybe that's why you're being protective because you're trying to listen to spirit and listen to what they're telling you. Maybe a little bit of advice is to pay attention to the red signs and protect your heart, body, and soul, protect your integrity, um, so to speak. Okay. All right. So let's move on. Let's clarify with good tarot. Messenger of water. So perhaps you're protecting your feelings, but I also feel, like I said, that spirit is speaking to you. I feel that you are listening to spirit. You're realizing that your emotions are worth protecting and you treasure. Perhaps that's your greatest treasure is your emotions and you're protecting it. You're shielding it. You're not letting people know how you feel, perhaps. Okay. So that's a message that I am getting. Let's pull another one. the Eight of Air, but it showed up in reverse. So, but I traditionally really don't try to read general readings with the cards in reverse, but it did show up in reverse. So I'm going to say that the reason why you're being a bit protective is because you're in your head a little bit. You're a little bit stuck in your head about something that is keeping you trapped, but you're actually not trapped. It's all in your head. You're protecting your heart, and it's all in your head. Whatever you're protecting or you're treasuring as far as your emotions, it's keeping you stuck. Okay, but at the same time, you could be breaking free of this as well. You could be breaking free of this energy of being stuck in your emotions, because like I said, it did show up in reverse. So I feel, Pisceans, that you could very well be protecting your emotions, but while you're protecting them, you're also breaking free from some kind of a thought pattern that you have in your head. Okay. Right, so let's pull an Earth Magic Oracle card on that for the end of December for Pisces. Fire and passion. So it's definitely something that you are passionate about. So perhaps this message of water has something to do with, maybe it lights your fire, it ignites your passion within. Maybe your passion has some kind of creative ability behind it. Okay, so I feel that you are protective over this passion. You are protective over uh, how you feel, and you treasure this passion and this desire and this creative ability that you have within yourself. Okay, in order to ignite this passion and this fiery creative ability that you possibly have, or this new creative ability that's igniting the passion within your soul, you're walking away from that. You are listening to spirit, listening to what spirit is guiding you to do, what's igniting the fire within your soul, and you're listening to spirit, and you're protecting that by recognizing these chains, is what I feel. You're recognizing that those are the chains that are preventing this new passion, this new creative ability that you can use to your advantage when you tap into your emotions. And when you do, you understand the passion that you have, and that's why you protect it. That's why you treasure it. Right, so that's the end of December's energies for the star sign of Pisces. All right, so let's tap into now the beginning of January. What's going on with the beginning of January for Pisces? They're saying pick off the bottom. So we're going to do that. Okay. Encouragement. Number 59. And I see lots of yellows and oranges in that. So yellows and oranges are solar plexus and your sacral chakra. Your sacral chakra is what you desire. And we just seen the fire and the passion card and the desires within your emotions. Okay. So at the beginning of January, perhaps going within is going to offer some encouragement. You're gonna be able to tap into this encouragement. And I see a mummy giraffe with a baby giraffe. So perhaps you're gonna get some nurturing encouragement energy. Okay, but I feel that, see, nines are about solitude. They're about going within. So I feel that you're gonna find this by tapping into that nurturing energy within yourself, Pisces. That mothering, Piscean, watery, passionate, creative. Uh, um, um, well, us water signs were emotional. So, that nurturing energy will offer some kind of encouragement. Okay, but tapping into that motherly energy, I feel, within yourself. I don't know, giraffes, maybe that could be specific to some certain Pisces out there. Okay, so let's move on with clarifying that energy. Four of air. Okay, so they're telling you the four of air is the four of swords. So they're telling you to think about things, to like I said, tap in, go within yourself and talk to spirit and think about things. And think about the mothering aspect. Think about the things that you've accomplished so far on your journey. Okay. So, they're offering you encouragement when you do this. And if you look, the angel is on the cloud. Okay. So I feel that this encouragement could come through your higher self. Like I said, once you tap into that nurturing energy and you start, you know, thinking about things, just thinking about reminiscing, so to speak. Not reminiscing like as far as love, reminiscing about life in general and meditating and talking to spirit and walking away from that three of swords energy. And that's what I feel when I feel that the four of swords come out, is that you've walked away from the heartbreak and now you're like, okay, now what do I do? And they're telling you that you've accomplished this by, okay, now tapping into, they want you to tap into that nurturing energy and possibly go within and nurture yourself. That's what I feel with that. So let's pull another card. Yes, by learning something, learning how to do that, learning this is something new, or perhaps learning how to do this here in a 3D world is what I feel. By going within, talking to spirit, learning how to tap into this nurturing energy here in the 3D world and understand it as an accomplishment by stepping into this inner strength that you have to bring about this accomplishment. Okay, but I feel that this is a lesson card. Okay, we got an 8 and a 4 again and a 9. So 9 and 3 is 12, which is a 1 and a 3. So I feel that this is a lesson. And I'm wondering if you have learned this lesson when it comes to um, nurturing yourself and nurturing your family, because you can see the mummy giraffe and the baby giraffe. Nurturing your family, learning how to fit, taking care of yourself, learning how to meditate, listen to spirit. Okay. All right, so let's move on to an Earth Oracle card. Tree, by grounding yourself. Yes. Grounding yourself to earth. Yes. Learning how to meditate, learning how to be grounded and nurturing. You can accomplish this. That's what I feel. That's what you need to learn. Learn how to ground yourself, Pisces. And I feel that you will accomplish that. You will accomplish that by nurturing yourself, nurturing your family. It will help you to learn how to ground yourself and listen to, possibly meditate or to listen to spirit. All right, so that's going on for the beginning of January. What's going on for the middle of January for Pisces? Listening, exactly. Listening to spirit. Learn how to ground yourself and listen to spirit. And number 53, which adds up to an 8. So listening to the guidance that is being inspired within you. Okay? Because remember, we did have the fire and passionate card. So listening to what you desire that is within you, listening to spirit, listening to the inspiration that spirit is trying to guide you towards. Okay, that's what I feel with that card. So let's move on with some clarifications. Yes, and we got the Wheel of Fortune. So I feel that this is listening to what destiny and fate has in store for you, listening and understanding that the wheel turns, listening and understanding that good luck and bad luck balance each other out, listening to the fact that there's some kind of spiritual movement coming your way that has something to do with fate. Perhaps something that's faded is going to move you towards what ignites that fire within you, that passion, that desire that you have been wanting and wishing for. No matter what luck or fate is moving you towards, it's could be part of your destiny. You're riding that wheel, it's going to be destined, because that's what the Wheel of Fortune is about. Listening to spirit, listening to the move that you should take, that's could be fated, but as long as you're riding that wheel, it's going to be fated. All right, so let's move on. Yes, and it the shut up in reverse. So yes, there could be something being illuminated through the darkness, some kind of truth once that's destined or fated. Once you listen, this truth in within your darkness. So that's why they're telling you to listen. Go within and listen to what spirit is trying to tell you. Something that's in the darkness could be illuminated, some kind of truth that has something to do with your destiny. This something that could be fated, okay? Because then when this is in the upright position, this tells you that there is something, there's some kind of illumination happening. It's going to bring about joy, desire, passion. And when it's in reverse, it's being illuminated in the darkness. And that's why Spirit is telling you to listen. Listen, because while you think you're in a dark place, the truth is actually in there. It's being illuminated. It's destined. It's in your fate. You are on the Wheel of Fortune. So this also could mean that a cycle could be ending for you, Pisces, in the middle of January. So let's pull a Earth Oracle card. Stone people, vigilance. Yes, because you are going to be vigilant. Okay. Yes, you can be a bit of a blockhead at times. Pisces have a tendency to be stubborn. At least I know my little Pisces is. I'm not going to mention this person's name, but she is a stubborn individual. Okay. So it's stone people. So the first thing I'm getting is stone is heavy. It's you try to lift the stone and you can barely lift it, so you remain stuck. Okay. And we are humans, and sometimes our human self lets the ego come in and keep us stuck. Okay. But then there's the vigilance that counts to try to keep pushing forward. Okay. So that's your earth message, your earth oracle message, is to listen to spirit. Listen to the truth that is being whispered to you within the darkness, okay? Because there is something that is fated that's going to happen for you in the middle of January. So let's pull the end of January energy. What's going on for the end of January? All right. Oh, Okay. Remember I said you got this stuck energy. I felt a stuck energy with the stone people, even though you're trying to be vigilant. Well, these two cards popped out. The first one is a 24 and it's called Stuck in the Mud. So there's elephants. And I think this last card was an elephant. Yes, see? Listening, an elephant. Okay? So here we are. You're listening it with your head because that was just the head of an elephant, but your body is stuck in the mud. That's what I feel. You are stuck in the mud of flow. Instead of flowing, you are stuck here in the 3D world. And we got metamorphosis with that. So we got a five, a six, and then a seven. So a six and a seven, that's progressing. Okay. And if you look, the elephant is heading right towards this metamorphosis card. Now, this is the way that I picked them. This is the way they fell out of the deck. So look, this elephant is headed right towards this metamorphosis, this change. So I feel Pisces, this is you. While you are stuck in the mud from perhaps now until sometime towards the end of January, I feel that you are going to be moving though. It's going to be a slow move because you got the stone people as your earth magic card. I feel that you are going to be vigilant and you are going to try really hard to release the what's left of you that's stuck in the mud to move towards this metamorphosis card, this change in perspective. Okay, that's what I feel because it goes from a six to a seven. So you are flowing, you are trying to move forward, even though sevens or about being patient. Okay, so six and a seven is a 13. 13 is a four. So even though you are slowly moving out of this stuck energy, you definitely want to transform your foundation by the end of January and bring about a change. That's what I feel. Wow. Woo. Okay, so let's move on to some clarification for the end of January. Yes. And I'm going to leave it that way. It's the 10 of fire. That's them burdens card. But I feel that you are moving out of this burdensome energy. Yes, you are changing it. You are letting it go. This, you are almost done. Look, if you look, the elephant's feet is the only thing left stuck in the mud back there. Okay. So I feel that, yes, you have already pretty much let go of all of the burdens and you've started working towards a metamorphosis, a change. Wow, that is powerful. All right, so let's pull another card, Pisces. Seven of air. So the seven of air energy can be a bit deceptive. So I feel that that could have been the burden that you are letting go is this deceptive energy. Okay, I feel it. I know that she's sitting amongst the birds and in the doves, but I feel the reason why she's there. When I see birds, I think of spiritual messages. So I feel that you are definitely receiving spiritual messages about how to relieve this burden of deception. And I feel that it's a slow moving energy, but you are going and you are persevering towards this change. That is what I feel by the end of Pisces or by the end of January, Pisces. Because you're being forced to. Lightning has struck. You have the power to move out of that energy, and the universe is actually giving you that power. They're striking your foundation. They're striking that foundation and not only are they accessing by putting the power in your hands, but they are taking over the power to bring about this change, to bring about this metamorphosis. But I feel lightning striking, this reminds me of the tower card. So I feel that this power is coming from the cosmos that's going to strike this foundation to get you moving forward. I feel that this lightning is striking your elephant butt and, getting them feet out of the mud and pushing you towards a metamorphosis that will help you. It's for your highest good. That's what I feel for the month of January. By the end of January, that's beautiful. Okay. All right. So now we're going to pull a power animal oracle card for Pisces for the month of January. Buffalo, abundance. You are provided for in all ways. So Spirit is telling you that you are abundant. Will provide for you once you go through this change. You are definitely watched over. You are provided for in all ways, spiritually, physically, emotionally. You are abundant. Okay. All right. So let's get a postcard from Spirit advice for a final message. It says, Dearest you, let us ask you, are you looking for happiness outside of your everyday moment to moment experience? Thinking you will find happiness out there someday? So many go chasing a magic it out there, but it could never be found there. So we want to share a secret that shouldn't be a secret. You are pure joy. What made you is pure joy. And every time you wake up, and even when you sleep, you have joy waiting to be expressed inside you. Joy and happiness and fullness come from doing joy, being joy, knowing it, cultivating it, and lighting it in your heart so you can share it. You must know this so when the time comes, you will fully free and your joyful being and actions will turn you into a beacon of starlight. Look within and be joyful even for tears and loss, for they mean you have lived, really lived. Jump into it all and love every minute of it. We all love you like crazy over here. So that's spiritual advice to you, Pisces, for the month of January. Thank you and blessed be from the Crow's Priestess.